you a little story. It's fall of last year.
I can see it now.
You got everybody's attention? Who's over there? Oh, they're counting their raffle tickets? All right. Fall of last year, actually summertime, I went to my motorcycle meeting and I was late, and then this guy was already there. His name was Daniel, and he had this BMW with his funky pink letters on the side. And the guy says, "Yeah, I'm riding to Alaska to raise money for breast cancer research." And I thought, all right, well, that's the craziest thing I'd ever heard of. But so I said, well, good luck with all that. So we ended up doing a fundraiser for him and raised $1,000 that evening. But I watched him develop this thing and work with it, and in 90 days, 3 months, him, his mother, and his girlfriend raised over $10,000. He did the ride himself, went to Prudhoe Bay, 13,000 miles and back, all by himself, and they raised $10,000. We had dinner in January, and I was foolish enough to say, I think you've created something pretty phenomenal here, Daniel. I envision people coming from different parts of the world and maybe doing this trip from Atlanta to the Arctic Circle every year and hopefully raise money for breast cancer. So a bunch of guys said, oh, that's great, well, I'm in. Well, needless to say, a few months later, it was only Kurt, and Dad ended up thinking that was something he might want to take a look at. I know he's got a few things he wanted to say. So it ended up being just Dad and I. So I think it's a great thing that Daniel created, and we ended up raising over $10,000 this year. He raised $10,000 last year, and it was a phenomenal, awesome experience. I hope some people can get a chance to experience that. But I want to just give Daniel the microphone here for a minute and have him say his piece.
Do I have to stand on a chair?
You do have to stand on a chair, yes, you do.
Thank you. Yeah, my sister was diagnosed, which is what spawned me to sort of try and do something a little different. And the ride is definitely different, and it was a difficult task. Something that I felt pretty strongly about as far as trying to do something more for my sister and just everyone in general. And Susan G. Komen was a good charity to work with, and they helped out on the charity side of things, and then I held my end up and did the ride. And I didn't envision it happening again because it was so difficult. Not the riding wasn't so much difficult, but the logistics behind doing fundraisers like this, doing the website, working with Komen, it was all very, very hard. So I applaud Kurt and his father for stepping up, and Kurt and I really tried to get more riders to go this year, and it ended up being him and his dad, and they had a great time. They did a wonderful job with the fundraising. They did a wonderful job working with Komen and completing the ride, even though they had some hard days. And so it turned out to be something really good, and we have the possibility to look forward to it again next year. So yeah, I'd like to applaud them and congratulate them on their return and their great success in raising money again for Komen. And I know that Komen appreciates it. They're a very thankful charity. They really appreciated what we did, and what we did was pretty small in the grand scheme of things as far as their charity. So, but I really felt like they appreciated it, and I know they did for Kurt and his father. So I just want to say thanks to these guys, and if anybody had any questions, let us know.
All right, now Dad's got a speech he's been working on for months. He wants to say a few words.
No, Kurt, that's a good idea.
Well, it was a wonderful opportunity. When Kurt called and asked me a couple months months before, the natural response, what are you, freaking crazy? I said, do you know how far this is? I've had 2 heart attacks, are you nuts? But then again, as I told somebody, I said my lack of good judgment kicked in. And said that,
I have a long course earlier.
Why not?
So they see me when I'm sitting.
I feel great.
I have a long course too. Yes.
And it was. The second day going across Kansas, 110-degree heat, I doubted the wisdom of my decision. But once we got past there, it was not bad at all. The rest of it was a piece of cake after the second day. Anyway, it was worth everything, every effort. Somebody asked me the day I came back, or second day, would you do it again? I said, better ask me in 6 months. But about 10 days, 2 weeks later, I'm sitting in front of the computer looking at those pictures, and I said, you know what? Well, I'm ready to go again.
He's ready.
13,000 miles. Almost 71 years old, 2 heart attacks. It's almost 500 miles a day. Okay, you guys want to win surprises here? We're gonna do this fast. We got a lot of prizes and not many people, so I think we're gonna have a lot of winners here. Okay, so here's